Hello and welcome to Trains in Viatic. Today I'm talking about the decoder I'm going to be using to operate all the buildings I've been working on. And this is it in frame. It's a Digirails DR4018. I'll take you through how to set it up and all the features of it. So if you stay tuned, I'll show you the video. So what do I get in the box? Let's open it and see. You get the actual unit. You get a piece of paper to hold it in place. And you get the most important part, the instruction manual. This is the most important bit because it gives you all the instructions on how to set it up. So I'll pause the camera and I'll show you how to set it up for different systems. So this is the instruction manual. You'll notice that it's in 4 different languages. So first thing you need to do is to actually find the English section, which is clearly marked. And first of all, show you how to wire up the unit. Then it show you what system it actually works with. Then it gives you the quick start address, quick start instructions, and then how to set it up. And this is the unit, so I'll quickly walk you through it. Very easy. Power and signal. They can be 2 separate buses like I do. I use 16 volts for power, that is 16 volts AC, and then DCC for signal. This does cover other protocols, but I'm just using DCC to make my life easier. You then have a programming button, and then your 8/16 outputs. So you can either use this as point decoder, whereabouts it's in blocks of 3, left, common, right, or as 16 light outputs. I use this for 16 light outputs, which you can either have it as standard light or fluorescent light. So this is a unit. I quickly wire it up to show you how to program it. So what I've done now is wired the power and signal in, and I have also wired in a grain of wheat bulb, as this then means you can actually program on the main track and actually have it giving its feedback back. I have tried resistors, I have tried other methods, but the best way is grain of wheat bulb because that's 12 volts, the same as what the loco would be, so it gives it nice feedback. So I'll show you how to program it on the main and then how to program it on the programming track. I now have the controller set up and the unit ready to go. What I have done so far is to create a new accessory on the ECOS. It's address 117 because that's the starting address for my lights in the corner end. So to program it is really easy. You press this button, which they program, and then you send the command. And as the light have gone out, that's now programmed. And to show that it is programmed, if I press that, the light go off and on. But because it's in the wrong mode, it's barely on, as it's thinking that it's a point decoder. So, next job I need to do is actually change the CV in it so that it's in the mode I want. So I'll read the instruction and show you how to do that. Okay, to program for DR4018 on the ECOS, first thing you need to do is click your spanner icon Then you go into Setting 2 and Program DCC. Then you click Program on Main Track and set for address of 9999. As it's program on main, you can't read it back. So I want to change the CV address to 47, which is a non-readable address, so change that to 47. By changing this, you reset every value on the decoder. Then, as I want it to be 16 late output, I set the address to 1. Then I go and press the program button and I press write. And as that's all written, that should now be working. So if I now exit the decoder, so close this and try for light, it shouldn't make any difference. But if I now program for light, so as previously, press a button and press the light. Now as I turn it off and on, it now staying on. So this now show everything has been programmed correctly. This is just here for programming on the main. So what I'll do in a second is to show you how to adjust it on the main track. So to program this unit on the programming track, again you go into your spanner screen, setting to DCC program, and then change it to programming track. So just click on that and it now change a lot of things. So I'll read a CV and CV something going to give me the address. I'm actually going to read CV8, which will show us the manufacturer ID, so 8, and then you just press the program button on the unit, and then you press that's till the light come on, then you just press read. So it's reading for CV, and it have came up with an error, so I'll try this again. You can now see it's communicating, and it's a value of 42, which is what it should be. So for what you have learned from this is it might take a few attempts of pressing the button, but you can actually see it communicating. But you can also program it on this method on over other systems. So if your system doesn't support up to 9,999 addresses, which early Digirails systems don't, and I believe other systems don't, you can still program it on the programming track. This is a decoder I've been using on most of my buildings, so you have seen what I've been able to do with it. So I hope you have found this interesting, helpful and useful. If you have any questions, please ask. I got this unit, you can get this unit directly from the manufacturer or from many retailers, mainly the DCC specialist retailers. I hope you have liked this video. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for your time. Richard.